Hello, Taurus friends. Welcome to your love reading. My name is Wendy, and today I am just using oracle cards to conduct a love reading for the sign of Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Please remember that these are general readings, so you may not resonate with every single message. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. And I'm not sure if you saw my recent Lemurian channeling, but I experienced an upgrade this morning, and I was asked to let love be the guide, to not use tarot at this time, and to use oracles to keep the energy buoyant and uplifted and open. So that being said, Taurus, let's look at what's coming up in love for you. Seems like you're going somewhere. You're on a mission. Self-reliance. Okay. So self-love is first and foremost your priority. Those of you who are in relationships, those of you who are single, it's important to know that you always have your own back and that you are your own best friend. You'll always stand up for yourself. You'll never get yourself into a situation you can't get out of. And I think that if you are looking for love, maybe it's not that somebody's going to match you with someone. It's more something that you are seeking and you find yourself. Love for Taurus. I think as well, I don't know if you're maybe going through a bit of a rough patch in love, but there is something about you. It's up to you to perhaps initiate something. It's up to you to perhaps open a conversation. But this really shows independence. It shows that there is no codependency, and that when you get into love scenarios or your current love situation, it's healthy because you're not expecting this other person to fulfill you. You're not expecting them to have the answers. You're not expecting them to be the key to your spiritual enlightenment or realizing your vision for your future. And certainly if you envision, let's say, a family or children or something that requires partnership, but even then, I think you know that you are strong and you can make things happen for yourself. You're healthy in love because you trust yourself. You're whole. You enter the scenario whole. DNA representing karma. So this could be a point of healing for you as well, where perhaps there's too much, is there too much self-reliance? Have you been conditioned not to trust? You know, some of us who grew up in the difficult era of the 80s and 90s, when I think a lot of women were in the workforce but still maybe choosing to stay at home, maybe we were taught or shown to never rely on somebody or to always make sure we had our own independence. And so we've kind of got this written into us. Maybe there's a little bit of a lack of trust where you have to be careful with balance here it's important to rely on yourself, but is it out of survival? Is there a fear attached to that? It could be something you need to explore. Self-reliance is good. I think it's great. Like I said, bringing your whole self to any love scenario. But I'm also feeling that some of you have been deeply conditioned from ages and ages ago in your family lineage, out of survival, and maybe love is not even on the top of your list right now. For others of you, I'm hearing this connects more to health. The DNA aspect is more of a kind of a message about health. I want to pull one more card and then see how it all comes together. Taurus, love. Love messages for Taurus. Breakthrough. Okay, there it is. I knew there was a need to pull the third one before we went any further. So really what's happening here is you're breaking free from previous restriction. You're experiencing an upgrade, perhaps learning to be a little vulnerable, learning to trust. For some of you, there is a big breakthrough in health. Or for some of you, maybe at this time you are caring for a partner. Maybe the responsibility has sort of shifted. The weight is not as evenly distributed right now. Maybe you're having to really take care of a lot of things yourself. But there is a breakthrough coming, and I think there's maybe through therapy or through self-exploration, reflection, talking to other people, family members, noticing patterns, noticing similarities and the root of where these things have come from, and any necessary healing. I'm hearing that some of you are afraid of repeating a cycle. You've learned the hard way to rely on yourself. I think maybe some of you were vulnerable a while ago, a time ago, and your heart was broken, or somebody betrayed your trust, or there was something big that really shook you. I'm feeling this goes back to the eclipses in 2012. And you did also have recent eclipses around 2021 and 22 in your signs. So you've kind of gone through a recent recalibration. And I think now you're starting to feel more free, because coming up in April, you do have a conjunction with Jupiter and Uranus. Jupiter's in your sign, Uranus is in your sign, and these are signs of light. These are planets of lightning, breakthrough, genius, freedom, liberation. So you are going to be freed from previous I'm hearing strange words: constriction, restraint. Where maybe you've held yourself back. People wanted to love you, but you held yourself back. You didn't want to be vulnerable. You didn't want to get involved. You didn't want to risk anything. You're about to upgrade and experience more freedom. You're ready to express. You're ready to explore. It doesn't feel as heavy anymore. You got yourself through, and now there is some kind of upgrade to your experience. I'm feeling for a lot of you, there's a mirror effect happening where there's a particular person who shares your experience. The chemistry, there's a reason that we are attracted to certain people and why they're attracted to us. There is something complementary. It's not that it's missing, it's that it's complementary and it makes sense to our predisposition, and we make sense to their predisposition. This person, I feel, is a comfort to you. I'm feeling something about safety. And where you maybe have felt exceptionally alone, there's a breakthrough there. Like help is on its way. It's kind of what I'm hearing. And I'm wanting to bring these crystals closer. Closer. This is not a crystal, but I don't know. They want to be closer. Someone wants to be closer to you, and you're afraid to let them in. You've been through it. You've been through it, Taurus. I don't think you want to get completely involved or give everything away, and that's important. You know your boundaries, so trust yourself. But there is a breakthrough with some kind of patterning or conditioning that you know has held you back. You're always going to be your usual strong self, but there is some kind of change coming, and I dare say you've got a big few months ahead, because yes, it's eclipse season, but all through April, especially on the 20th, when it's exactly conjunct Jupiter with Uranus, conjunct in your sign, and then the sun will go into Taurus, and then Jupiter in May is going to leave your sign, and when Jupiter leaves a sign, sometimes he leaves a gift. So you're massively breaking through, expanding, and healing something deep within. It'll help you understand yourself, understand the past, and create a beautiful, healthy, and happy future. So, Taurus, I'm going to leave that there. I hope you all have a beautiful day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you soon, my friends.